let me tell you how this Bible study about to bless somebody's life. Because, baby, when I tell you, I didn't even get to post my video before the devil got to showing his natural black tail. Listen, when I tell y'all, God gonna make sure his word get out. But that pesky devil gonna do everything he can do to stop you from getting it out. I am out. This is the honest to God truth. I was having a fantabulous day. Okay. I was sitting here getting ready to read the word with y'all earlier today. I did my first little video. Everything was splendid. I didn't even get to edit my video to put it out there before the devil attacked. And baby, when I say they will, he attacks. But guess what he ain't gonna do? Stop me from doing this Bible study. That's right. He ain't gonna stop me from putting out the word. Can't do that. Won't do that. I thought you told her that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. Hey, because listen, one thing for sure, the show must go on. Okay? Okay, then. So let's get back into this word, friends. Let's get into this word. Like I said, I've been going through these last couple of months, and it just seems when I get at the peak, when it seems like I'm about to be at the crust, here comes something else trying to drag me back down. I ain't gonna let it. Cause I'm gonna get back into this word. I almost sat upstairs and cried myself to sleep. I almost cried myself to sleep, but my spirit said, you said when you feel like this, you gonna go to the word. So I'm going to the word. Now, when we ended the last video, we was in Psalms 42, and now we finna go back and go through it verse by verse and talk about it, okay? Now, if you anything like me, when I first started reading my Bible, baby, I be thou this, that, and though. Miss me and leave me at the door, okay? Because I'll read it, I'll reread it, and still wouldn't understand what was going on. So, me being who I am, I'm a studier, I'm a deep diver. I'm gonna go ahead and take a look into the word and see what it actually trying to tell me, okay? So, how I do my reading of the Bible is I read it like a couple times and then I'll go in and dissect each verse. And then I do notes. I don't know how y'all read y'all Bible, but I read my Bible with notes, okay? So I'm gonna share my notes with y'all, okay? So let's go back to verse 1. We're gonna break it all the way down. As a deer pants for the water brooks, so pants my soul for you, oh God. Now, at first, I'm like, the deer's thirsty. I'm thirsty. The deer needs some water to survive. I need you to survive, right? So that's the very first thing that came to mind. Now, in the beginning, when it came to me that simple, I'd have read that multiple times and not know what it was saying. But I know now. And now you will too. So I rewrote it in juice language so those that don't read the Bible can understand what he's trying to say. So verse 1. Like a thirsty deer requires water to survive, my soul requires God to do the same. So, same passage, sorry, different passage, same meaning, right? So, again, as a deer pants for the water brooks, so pants my soul for you, O God. Still sounds the same. Like a thirsty deer requires water to survive, my soul requires God to do the same. Same thing, right? Right, but you understand the second one, right? Okay, so we on the same. Okay, I'm just making sure. If any point that I lose, you go on and drop it down in the comments and tell me I lost you. Okay, don't let me keep writing all these videos and you lost. All right, then. All right. Verse 2. My soul thirsts for God, for the living God. When shall I come and appear before God? Let me read that again. My soul thirsts for God, for the living God. When shall I come and appear before God? If you know what that meant the first time, use a Bible genius, because I had no clue. And if you know anything about me, I got to learn. I got to go ask people questions. I got to deep dive. So this is what I got. My soul is desperate for the living God. When will I be able to be in your presence again? Huh, friend? You understand that better than what it was saying in here. The word is the law. However, you can interpret it as long as you understand you're interpreting to what the Bible say and not to what you say. Okay? So with that being said, it says, my soul thirsts for God, for the living God. When shall I come and appear before God again? Juice language. My soul is desperate for the living God. When will I be able to be in your presence again? Follow with me now. Verse 3. My tears have been my food day and night, while they continually say to me, where is your God? Ooh, because baby, one thing they're gonna do is mock you when they feel like you ain't got no leg in the race, or they feel like they one upped you. Ooh, they're gonna ask you questions that's gonna burn you up. Where your God at? Don't worry about it, heathen. He ain't checking for you. Look, he is checking for them, but that be what I be wanting to say. Okay, so juice language. I cannot eat due to my grief, and all I consume are the tears that I shed. I feast on my sorrow while the people around me mock me and taunt me for believing in you. And a lot of us feel like that all the time. We cry and we grieve and we always sad, and the people around us that be mocking the way we believe. Well, I mean, pray about it. I pray for you. I cannot stand for someone to use "I'll pray for you" as a way not to uh have empathy for you, or to empathize with you, or actually pray with you. Because if you'll pray for me, pray with me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, don't walk away and say a prayer for me. If you really feel that way, pray with me in a moment. Like, let me feel the energy. But sometimes you got to be careful with who you pray for anyway, because them secret prayers that they be praying, they contradict what they be saying out their mouth. So be careful with that. Don't be letting everybody pray for you or over you. Okay? All right, then. Verse 4. When I remember these things, I pour out my soul within me. For I used to go with the multitude. I went with them to the house of God with the voice of joy and praise, with a multitude that kept a pilgrim feast. All right, juice language. When I remember what life used to be like, it breaks my heart. For I used to walk and rejoice with God's people. We would praise and worship in God's house together. Now I'm longing to experience that closeness again. So in this particular psalm, um, it doesn't say who exactly is. Um, I, I'm gonna let y'all figure it out or I'm gonna figure it out and I'll come back and tell y'all. But either way, because Psalms is, if you don't read from beginning to end, you'll lose who's saying what, and you know what I mean, what. I know a lot of the Psalms come from David. So if this also came from David, it did not say his name in the beginning of it. So that's why I'm a little leery to say it was David. You did. But what I will say is this: whoever is praying at this moment is away from the people that he usually prays with, away from the people he normally worships with. He's away from his temple. He's away from where he would go and be with God. So in this moment, not only is he sad and lonely, but he's also away from the people that normally would pray with him, or pray over him. So it's also hard for him to, feel anything but sadness and remorse, right? So a lot of us feel like that. Some people are away from home. Some people lost people, like me. I lost my mom. I don't have very much family. So the people that I would have in my corner are no longer there. So for me, when I mourn and when I'm sad and things like that, it really hits home, because I remember a time when I used to have these people. I used to have this love. I used to have this joy. All right, y'all, come on back, because I got some more for you. All right.